Hi guys, and welcome to Bomb Anime.
It's your girl Ruka.
And Big Boy Summer here, bringing you the final episode of Platinum Finally Ends.
And end it did.
Oh my god.
Platinum End did what only Platinum End can do, and that is commit to not giving a about what you're putting out into the world.
Shout out to Orochimaru for making his debut into an anime that isn't Naruto, because obviously Orochimaru is God, clearly. So they basically did what they should have done in episode 1.
Shuji was quite irritating this episode, not gonna lie, because he kept talking about himself in third person when there was no need for it. There was 2 consciousnesses in the body. The main consciousness was Shuji's, and he could communicate with the previous god. But even so, he was still just talking about himself in third person, saying that he's just the creature wearing Shuji's skin, literally looking nothing like Shuji ever did. What the hell? You're wearing Shuji's skin? What are you talking about?
I believe he's an apple that tastes like an orange. That made 0 sense to me. Look, oh wow. Just wow. Like, you know when someone goes, I bet you can't go any lower. Platinum End decided, hold my beer. I'm going lower, fam. Look, it's been a roller coaster of negative emotions, this whole anime for me. And if their goal was to really piss off their audience, then they achieved it, and they've hit full marks, and they've done a really, really good job. Look, also, the 6 years passing after Shuji became God. What was the point of it? It seemed very redundant. Like, there was no need to show me what Yoneda was doing, what Mirai was doing, what Saki was doing. This whole episode could have been the conversation between God and himself.
Why haven't we had enough conversations? I'm actually sick of dialogue, and I didn't think I would say that in an anime, but like, I am actually sick of dialogue. I can't hear them talking at each other any longer. Let's talk about the great things about the episode. The elephant in the room that everyone was worried about and thinking about. The thing that had us on the edge of our seats, people.
The secret side of heaven.
Saki and Mirai's romance.
Oh, okay. Yes.
They opened a flower shop. Wow.
Okay, they still didn't sell their relationship to me. I'm still like not convinced that they're together. Like, Saki showed more gusto than I've ever seen her show before, and Mirai was still a wooden thing.
What about when Mirai said, "What makes me happiest is when you smile," and Saki proceeded to not smile at all, not even on their wedding day. And in fact, I can't remember any of the time she smiled in any of the other episodes either. So that was so odd. Like, I don't even know what this relationship is. Do you know what? It's not that the show can't pull a romance together, because I actually felt like the moments when we had that episode that was surrounded around Makaido and his family.
Yeah.
There were so many nice moments.
So much love
there. So they could do it. They just literally were like, we don't care. None of us care.
We do not care.
I mean, they did do love. They did Makaido and his family. They did Metropolitan Man and his sister, and I'm sorry I had to say it, but there was love there.
There wasn't any
Not
love
between
there.
each other, but you know, one-sided.
It wasn't love.
They even did Saki's parents, which I just saw for 2 seconds, but you could tell that they were kind of into each other.
Could you? You couldn't even tell their facial features. Like, they didn't even bother. Like, they just did a squiggle for the mom's head and was just like, eyes maybe? Then they showed more detail in the characters in like the next scene over, when they were doing like the news report on what made people happy. But they said you to Saki's parents. It's like that, just everything is wrong. Everything is in the wrong place. All of the concentration is all wrong.
And so, what was the plot? I seriously don't get it. What was the plot? The plot was to end humanity, kill yourself and end you. Like, what was this, like, basically advertisement?
It was what came first, the chicken or the egg? That was worth 24 episodes, apparently. Now, I just want to know what on earth Yoneda is like a scientist of. Because I am actually confused about what his job exactly is. He supposedly writes all these books, and then he came up with theories about, like, God. Then he's got facilities to research a red arrow that no one can see, and everyone's just kind of like letting him check on the invisible. And then he can somehow check for brain tumors on a human. Like, is he just qualified in all of the sciences? Because he was even talking about psychology. Like, what is this man's job, and what can he govern over? Everything. The metaphysical, the human brain. Like, what's going on? What's his job? What does he do? Pot pie?
Yeah, literally. I don't know. And I can't even hazard a guess because nothing's been consistent with Yoneda since the moment he entered the screen. However, even after all of that is said and done, his final words were, I was right. No, you weren't, fam. You clearly weren't. God. Look, if proof came and slapped you up the head, yeah, this is it. Like, what? Yeah, his imagination. Okay. Imaginary just got you wiped. No, that makes no sense.
He said that it proves that he's right because God is actually a weapon to end humanity. But the God that's up there is Shuji, who you convinced that God was a creature and who you convinced all these different things. And on top of that, he was a suicidal kid. So, ding, ding, ding. Wow, we just figured out that throwing a kid as God is a bad idea. Oh my God, if only the audience could have seen that, like, as soon as you suggested it.
Yep,
you created the weapon, Yoneda. You created the weapon. What are you talking about? And that's what you've got to do in your final moments. You basically created the end of humanity yourself because you convinced a small child to basically do it. And then you're like, oh, that makes me right.
Yeah.
What is happening? The anime still doesn't know what it's talking about. In fact, everybody that worked on this project gave up. They gave up.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Most of this episode was shot on a white background. And after Shuji realized that God doesn't do anything, he was like, oh, okay then, looking at these people makes me feel bad. I know, I'll kill myself. That'll help.
I don't even know. I don't know anymore. Like, Platinum Men has made me question certain things in life. Like, why did I help start Bomb Anime? Why am I here watching this anime? When that guy in the comments said that we should probably stop watching, he was right.
I was thinking that, he was so right. Oh my God, you were so right. You told us, maybe not for the same reasons that we are feeling that we should have stopped, but like, this thing was trash. I can't believe that there are people that really like this anime. Like, that's actually surprising.
No,
to
they
me.
probably like the manga, and then this has not gone quite to it. I don't think.
No,
so many
because
volumes.
the manga is known to have a very bad ending. Apparently, this ending's actually better than the ending that they had in the manga. Let that sink in.
No way. No, Ruka, no. I don't believe you.
I have not read the manga myself.
Hold my beer. Listen to this Hold My Beer episode. No.
I have not read the manga myself, but I have heard people talking about the manga, and apparently the ending was really rubbish, and this ending is actually a better ending.
Bring back season 2 of Promised Neverland. I'm sorry.
Bring back Records of Ragnarok season 1.
I am sorry for everything bad I said about Promised Neverland season 2. I apologize. You are not the worst. And don't get me wrong, I like season 1 a lot, and season 2 was trash. But you are not the worst, and I apologize. My bad. I didn't know that crap was out there, really.
I disagree with you here, and that's simply because Promised Neverland started really amazingly, and then the next season was really, really bad. Versus Platinum Men, that's been bad throughout. At least your expectations were consistently met.
Ruki, you're so cold. Facts, though. Facts. So, now that we've come to the end of Platinum End.
Thankfully.
I'd just like to know what they did at the end there. You know, when they started flashing loads of...
oh, God.
I don't know. Advertisement for... like,
we desire death. What the hell is that all about?
I don't understand.
About? When you get to work hard, then your life shines. Like, okay, does it? Does it though? Does it?
Clearly not, because everyone goes poofing and puff of smoking, or not even smoke. They couldn't even amass that in the budget to make the ends very spectacular. It was just one screen there, next screen it's closed.
This was a classic case of trying to tie up all of the loose ends. However,
everybody dies. What imagination.
However, everything was a loose end, and they told us things we didn't need to know. Like, okay, we did say we were wondering what happened to the bodies because, like, God, the angels are lifting them up, but then they just throw them into a lake of dead bodies, and that's apparently preserving them. Like, we didn't even need that. You could have just left us wondering, because we don't even care at this point. By the time you've come to explain it, we don't care anymore. And then the explanation was really unsatisfactory. It was really grotesque. I thought you said at the point of their death, this is how they are. I'm sorry, those people in the lake that are floating in amniotic heaven fluid did not die that way, and they're all naked. Like, they didn't all die naked. They just threw them in there. I don't, like, in a vat of...
Can't be summer and die.
I don't know. But on the bright side, we don't have to watch it anymore.
We are done with Platinum Ends. It's finally ended. And now we have to find a new show to watch that is hopefully better than this.
Anything would be better than this.
Hold my beer, anime can do it.
And on that note, thank you guys so much for sticking it out with us for 24 entire episodes.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and leave us what you think in the comments.
Peace.